Hi, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Okay, so it's been a few weeks. Let's get Mr. Elephant out of the way. There we go. And I want to ask you, how is your plan going? You know, we talked about you starting a plan. January 1st, I think, was the first time we mentioned it. So, how's it going? Have you fallen off? Now, back when I asked, people really have to think and say, well, I fell off the wagon, or I don't want to do, can't think of the name, but changes. But no one really says, okay, I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to do my diabetes better. So if you have fallen off and you're not doing it, now it's time to get up and do it. And as I've mentioned before, it's important that if you go out and you have something sweet and you don't correct it, like you don't give yourself your correct dose, and you come home and you have high blood sugar, what do? You correct it then and continue on. Don't do what I've done for years. I would follow my diet and do everything perfectly, and life gets in the way. And I would use it as an excuse to stop taking care of myself. Now, there were days that everything would go right. And those were the days, actually, my work was the best, and so, when you allow your blood sugars to be on the higher point or the lower point, it's going to be, I'm just so tired. And what you need is to get back in control. And you getting back in control starts right now. It doesn't start in the morning. So what you do is you go do a blood sugar, see where you are, and continue on. People will use many excuses to compensate for high blood sugars. Oh, I just wasn't feeling well, blah, blah, blah. What you need to do is to make plans and live with it. And, do things that your doctor suggests. Now, diet, exercise, insulin, seeing your doctors are all important. In fact, I think tomorrow or next day, I have an appointment with my dietitian. And, a lot of diabetics will say, oh, yeah, I don't really want to go see. I don't want to see. I'm too tired. I don't want to do it. You know what you have to do? You have to get up. You have to go to that appointment. And she's going to give you information. And for a lot of us, it goes here and comes out here. Oh, yes, I've heard that all before. Yes, I've heard that all before. But why don't you listen? Yes, I made videos where I said, as a type 1 diabetic, we can have pretty much anything we want to eat, as long as you're correct. And that is correct. However, we need to not have so much insulin roaming around in your system. Having what you like, and occasionally you go out for dinner with friends and you have a dessert, it's not the end of the world. Just make sure you've counted the carbs. You have a milkshake, you go out and you have a milkshake. Well, it's not ideally, and every meal you don't have a milkshake. With ice cream and milk and sugary stuff and oh, how good it's all. No. You need to be safe and eat responsibly. Now, I used to know them just trying to get my focus back here. Just as with the Chinette plates, they were divided into 3. Well, that's really what you should be using for your meals. Not necessarily Chinette. You can use special plates that are divided into 3. And that's probably going to be the best way where you can control them out. But it's also going to be important that you go back to basics. You start to measure some foods. And, saying 1 serving size is that. And, if you want potato chips and it says 1 serving size is such and such, doesn't mean you get the whole bag and just take that much insulin for it. No. Carbs are so easy to get. Greener is best because it's less carbs. Oh, over here, thank you. I don't know, it keeps going over there. I don't know what's over there. Now, you should have fruits. You should have vegetables. Everything that you've been taught about is roughly what you should be dealing with. And don't be the ones who sort of say, oh yeah, I know what I'm doing. I don't like those. I don't like vegetables. I don't eat vegetables. And I can remember there was a guy who I went to some sort of diabetic training, and he was going out for steak and lobster every 3rd night. I don't know if he was just trying to make a weird point to say, see how good I am. But you don't want that much fat all at once. Limit your fats to healthy fats. High school kids and early kids who are in university, college, you're going to have freedom like you've never had before. And there are going to be foods and, I used to eat till my galore. I love the food. But what good is it going to? So, you may wake up and halfway through the day decide, I really should get back to a plan. That doesn't mean you wait till the next day, the next week. You do it now. Get up right now, take a blood sugar, see what you're at, do a correction if you have to, have a sensible meal, and use treats only when you need to. Because if you don't, you're going to run into trouble. And you're going to get the complications. And we just spent the whole week discussing complications. So, don't be an idiot. Take care of yourself. It's as simple as that. Eat right. Count your carbs. Take your proper amount of insulin. Talk to you later. Bye now.